Alright, what's up guys, Jigslaw here, and we're taking a first look at Fafnir. As usual, we're going through the abilities first.
Take that! Minions have spawned. I can't resist this any longer.
Right, so these are his abilities. This is just a quick overview of what they look like. And now we're gonna get into a little more about him. I'm actually gonna back real quick because I don't have mana already. So, we're starting with the passive. Endless Greed. Fafnir gains gold from minion structures, kills and assists. And he gets bonus protections for the amount of gold he's holding. So I already have some bonus protections right now. You can see this little satchel back pocket thingy here. Which indicates your current bonus gold. But I think it like... The coins start dropping out as soon as you're on 1,000 gold. Which is the maximum. You have the passive indicator here. Going over to the one. The one has a lot. So the one has a stun if it hits someone. A guard, that is. And it has, you see the circle area around it, there's a slow. It goes through minions, so it can be used to clear. Though I'm not too sure how well his clear is yet. We have the steroid, which I could put on Thor here. And if he attacks something, we should see damage numbers coming from me. Oh, maybe not. And we have the 3, which is a disarm primarily. And also a leap, which can go through walls as well. So a little more detail on the abilities. The 1 has the damage and the slow. It's a ranged line abilities. 2 is a buff that gives bonus attack speed, bonus damage, and a self heal that scales as well. So if I use that, well, I don't have any damage taken right now, but we'll fix that. Give me some damage here, okay? Now I got some damage taken, and now I use this on Thor, and it heals me, which is really, really nice. I'm just gonna keep leveling the 1 to see how well I can clear with that. The double hammer combo here, it's pretty nice. And I think that's about all the 2 does. Yes, it has. Okay, I wanted to try out things regarding the cooldown. So if I throw this on Thor now, the cooldown starts right away. Or okay, that means that ability is pretty crazy. Oh well. Just gonna ult here and see how well that works. I'm damage immune while I do that, it seems. But I got locked down right after. So I can go out of Dragon Form right away, but the crazy thing here is I can clear the minions with the spray damage right now, and it ticks quite heavily. In the ult, all your cooldowns get reset, you're damage immune for a short time, and your abilities get additional effects. The ult is very nice, as it already has a dot on itself, and the buffs the abilities get from it are extremely strong. I'll just go soft here so I have some more sustain, and I'm probably going to CDR after. I think he benefits from CDR a lot, because that means you can basically run your career's buff at almost all times. It has a max duration of, I think, 5 seconds, yes, and a 13 second cooldown, but okay, right now it seems relatively weak. 2 bonus damage is not much, but you still get the attack speed buff. Later into the game, this could be an extremely potent steroid. Keep in mind when I'm clearing these camps that we started this game on level 5, so clear is usually a bit slower than this. I'm just doing this to speed up the game a little bit. Leap range is actually surprisingly far. Okay, unfortunate. I thought I could stand in tower range. Bots are doing weird stuff again, whatever. Once again, here's the slow radius, and I'll try to get... actually try to get the second level of the ult and then use the ult again, because I think then it is a lot more potent. Early on it's relatively short, and you're out of mana fast, so it's a little rough compared to later on. I feel like that's probably one of his weaker points so far. The early phase is probably not as great. I'm gonna level the 3 here because I want to have some ability damage. Typically I feel like, as it only does extra damage and doesn't increase the disarm duration or anything, the 2 might be the better ability to level second. I feel like the 1, which gets an increased slow and increased damage, and then the 2 could probably be the way to level. because only base damage and dragon tick damage on the 3 doesn't seem like worth leveling if the disarm and stun duration always is the same. So take this tower to get a little bit of an advantage across the map, hopefully, or not. Yeah, this is gonna take an hour. Let's see if my self buff is enough to take it down. Should be, yes. Okay, we got the dragon stage 2 now. Okay. Probably, no, we'll stay here. We'll stay here. We'll fight this. I'm gonna ult and see. Okay, they stay in the dot now, so as long as this dot is running, they should take huge damage. There we go. That looks really freaking cool. And now let's see if we can take this down. This is gonna be really rough. I don't think I can. I don't think I actually can. No. No, he's dealing too much damage. I can still heal myself, right? Yeah. But, it's not gonna be, that devastating, because you have to keep in mind it's still Guardian basic attacks, basically. What surprised me is that I was able to use my abilities right when I came off school. Okay, never mind. I thought it might have been a mana issue before. But, yeah. Feels really cool. I really like the way he plays so far. We're gonna go ahead and get some CDR in order to get the most of his kit. We're just gonna go Silver Breastplate, I think. It's gonna show the max range of the leap. Here we go. Dragon form, the leap is further, and it also stuns. The 1 obviously gets some additional damage, some tick damage, and it gets a protection, a debuff. And the 2 has the extended range, so you can buff your allies as well, while otherwise you can just buff 1 ally or yourself. So, it feels interesting. I feel like, originally I had the impression that he was more of a solo than a support. At the moment, I am not so sure anymore. I'm not sure how well he will do in terms of clearing. Dragon form seems to be up quite often, seeing how it works here. I'll just try and self-buff myself and punch her. Let's see if we can box a hunter early on. Whoop! No, we cannot because I missed my leap. Okay. Leap has quite a long cooldown, I think. It feels like it does at least. I can self-heal though a little bit, which is nice. Maybe I will actually max the 2 second. And now we have the dragon form again, and we'll see how much damage that does to a Medusa. That. Yeah. Okay. Dragon form is when he becomes scary. I think you really want that CDR because his dragon form is crazy. I'm gonna heal myself a little bit here, get that extra steroid. I don't know how much the steroid does for him in dragon form because you don't actually get attack speed. Your basic attack becomes a tick. So I don't think it helps all too much. And this moment where I get out of that form is a moment where I'm actually very vulnerable. So keep that in mind as well. You have to be very careful when you exit dragon form. What else? Chat, let me know what your questions are. I can take a look at them in between and see if I can weave them in for the video. Okay, with stunner here, and yeah, there we go. Like I said before, I feel that his true strength is really his dragon form, because outside of the dragon form, you don't really have that much. You have the nice steroid, but you need someone to put the steroid on that makes it, that benefits more from it than you do. As the stun on this 1 is nice, but it's not all too long. The slow is just a slow after all. Just keep in mind, Chuck also has a slow, and he's not OP. And the leap is nice, so he's not very killable. He's a bit Xingqian-ish, but he's not the biggest threat without his dragon form. But if he has a dragon form, then all of a sudden, he goes wild. Scalings on his abilities. I can't show them right now, because I can't show them in-game, sadly. I can only get this. But they should be something like 50. Wait, okay, we can actually do the math. 50 on the 1 plus the tick damage seems a little too much. Maybe I should look at what's happening while doing that. 50 on the 1. Selfie had like 40. Yep, and the 3 has 60. And then they all get extra scalings on the ultimate activation. So most certainly not bad, but not the greatest scaling either. Yeah. Can't really do much to hold him off. I have the stun, but that's about it, really. Well, we got level 3 dragon. So what I'm gonna do is jump in, ult them, and see how much damage I can do now. Whoa. Yeah, there we go. This is done. Gonna buff myself here. Leap onto them. Oh, leap over them. Wait. Okay, the indicator seems a little irritating to me. I felt like I would jump not as far as I did. But whatever. Can stun again here. And see, it takes only a few years to take down a Ymir, so right. Okay, this indicator is strange. Feels very clunky, gotta say. And we exit dragon form, and Ymir bot does not know where to go, so goodbye. And we'll take this middle tower and see that we get to the win screen in an appropriate time. 10 minutes into the game right now, so you cannot miss your 2 in dragon form. You can. I don't think you can miss it like this. No, you have to have a target. You cannot miss your 2 at all. You cannot miss it in dragon form as it's an AoE area. But if your allies walk out of it, you will obviously not hit it. So yeah, I'll feel like the 3 is still the weakest ability in this kit so far. Has the lowest scaling, not much lower, but also puts you in a risk because it's your escape, and you kind of want to have your escape for escaping. Who would have thought? And the 3 is something you get used to as well, I think. It feels very clunky so far because the leap doesn't feel like it places you where it should be, but that might also be PTS lag that I might have, so can't say for sure. We're gonna get used to it. If you want to go damage on this guy, you're probably best off going penetration because he does not scale well with attack speed due to the fact that his dragon form doesn't really work with attack speed. Okay, I'll just ulti and see if I can make something happen against 4 bots. Okay. Okay, this sleep is so weird. Well, I did not make much happen there. We will see. I really like walking around like this. Oh, if you jump, he flaps his wings. We can do the voice pack.
You have served me well. I will take everything from them. Thanks.
Thank you for the follow as well. Really appreciate it. We can test if the dragon form hurts towers. I would think so. It would be weird if it didn't, because it would kind of be a nerf in a way. Okay, let's aim this shit. It's strange. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. What are these? The Herc and the Ymir are like a duo middle lane and run together. But yeah, once again, his damage is probably only strong when you go for a lot of pen, which I am not doing so far. So more reliant on CDR here. We can see eventually. Maybe I get a Sunder full of funsies. I don't really need watches anymore, as you have the extra gold from him anyways. But it's still worth starting with watches because he has very high mana costs. So you kind of wanna have a way to get mana early on, and you have the extra defenses you get are very nice, and like they don't really require you to have Vanguard on top of that, in my opinion. Alright. I'm just gonna ult and chase him down. Let's see. Okay, you can use actives and sprint as well. People were asking about that, but somehow. Okay. Oh yeah, you can use that. You can use his stuff in an area. Thank you for the follow, Padra. Really appreciate it. Fafnir is a guardian. Okay, this hurts still. I think even now, like, damage doesn't feel very much. It's nice that you can clear wave that way, but it takes a long time. Takes a long time. The nice thing is you can always heal yourself up. So yeah, kind of maybe a Guan-ish solo laner, if anything, really. But thank you for the follow, Mr. Tiersment. We'll see. Okay, now I got Fenrir bot coming towards me. That's risky. Thing is, due to the low cooldown, you can see here my steroid is like I'm on 35% cooldown reduction, I think. Yes, My steroid lasts 4 seconds, so I think 5 seconds. It starts at 5 seconds, and it's like halfway off cooldown the moment it rents out. So there we go. It's up again. It's really nice. So the steroid is gonna be a key part of his kit, I think, and makes him a lot more viable than in some ways than I would get the impression on my own, I think, because if you throw that steroid on an ally and heal yourself while doing so, that's gonna be nasty, and I can't really show that right now because I obviously don't have real allies. We will look at that in just a minute. Okay, we wanted to test if structure damage works with the dragon form as well, so we will do that here. Kind of want to do the mid phoenix because it's about to come up. Let's see what her bot does with the Titan. Okay, there we go. Dragon form activated. It does deal damage. Not a lot. Trying to see if this is actually faster, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Okay. It does deal damage that way. Doesn't feel as broken as I originally thought he would. Feels a lot more balanced so far, but like I said, I think a lot of his power comes from synergy with other players. Let's see the backing animation. Oh, rip. We won't see the backing animation because... No! Because Rabot chases me down across the whole map. I hate that. I hate when the bots do that, when they just cling to you. Okay, well, we're gonna walk all the way because otherwise Rabot is always gonna fall up because for some magical reason he knows exactly where I am. And then I hope that the bots decide to eventually let me finish this game so I can show you the win screen. We're going for some pen now, some late game pen. Not as efficient now, obviously, because we're already so far in the game and the bots have probably built defenses. Yes, they have. But we'll see if we can get some more damage out of him. Why you do this? And yeah, we got 2 towers and a half. Let's go. Let's go. Freaking love this leap. It's so funny. I like how the passive builds up over time as well. You can see that it just grows. A bit like Tetris. Maybe not Tetris. There we go, Ymir with a hard build. Magi's Blessing. God damn it. Okay, so yeah, you really have to keep in mind that the cone... Okay, ulting now, so that should give... I don't know when this dot actually procs because I never feel like I hit it. But we got this. Oh, it's just gonna take a year. Yeah, here we go. I don't know if I ult again now. Well, I'll try that. I want to see if I ult now after using my abilities. So I use my abilities, jump over here, and now I ult. Okay, this resets my cooldowns. That's nice. So if you absolutely need to destroy someone and the only thing you're missing are like abilities off cooldown, then you can indeed cancel your ult early to get 3 ability rotations of audio abilities. That is, if you can utilize that, that's pretty crazy. It's not easy, I think, but if you can, then it's crazy. Okay, this leap has the cone in front of it, and it's so weird. That's like the most irritating part for me. It really is. Well, in half an hour, this Herc's gonna be dead. Stay a while and listen, Herc. Thank you. Mana hungry, but that can also mean that he's a good support because he gets the Watcher's Gift there, right? And you can't really get Watchers in solo, so you have to find something else. You have to probably start with a mage item, which is not that ideal of a start, honestly. Is that Torbjorn? Kinda is. Okay, so if now the bots would decide to finally come in here and finish, that would also be helpful. But you know, as they wouldn't. I'll have to back again, and maybe they finish when I go away. Somehow that's always what happens. I don't know why, but they just tend to do that because with a Guardian it's kind of annoying to try and finish off a game, right? We will go pen boots. So we have a decent amount of pen now. Let's try to make that happen. Mark of the Vanguard is nice, but It's like, it could work in solo, but I still feel like mana could be an issue then. For the downtime when you don't have the blue buff. We will see though. We will see. Okay, let's go. Last push. Fire minions, do your job. And then hopefully we can finish this with a victory screen. Artemis bot pushing left. That's nice. Voice pack.
I have the finest cancel that. You have served me well.
Thor bot, come on.
Curses!
Friend your child. Do something.
That. Okay, okay. If you have the amount of pen that I have now, his damage becomes a lot more significant, I would say. 300 damage on that. It's pretty nice. Let's see if he stays in the ult, because then we can actually see that dot for once. Oh yeah, there we go. 200 something damage. But that only helps, like, that only works when somebody else has completely locked him down before. Keep that in mind. That is not something you could easily achieve. Come on, Artemis bot. Take the buff. Okay, so you can actually buff Artemis without taking the steroid yourself, which is also convenient. Okay, we got the windscreen. Nice. And with that, I will finish this, and now we'll try to do some customs and take a further look at him and how he competes to other gods. Let's go. Give me that windscreen. Scrooge McDuck turning into smog. Right now. I love it. I think it's really cool. I really like his design. The only thing I dislike so far is the 3. Everything else I really love. Numbers do not seem as OP as I originally thought they would be. The 2 could be very strong when utilized properly. So much about that. Thank you guys for watching. Duke Sloth out.